Okay, so one of the things that we've been talking about is that हमें बच्चों के साथ कैसे करना चाहिए, how should we be trauma informed? And as Gayatri ma'am said very well, the first thing is that we need to um, be okay with ourselves, create that safety within ourselves. So how can we do it? And so I'm just going to ask all of you to participate in this, please. Everybody knows the song Happy Birthday, I assume. Everybody knows the song Happy Birthday. Just to be more inclusive, can we do Happy Birthday but also with both our hands? And if possible, yeah, because, so I'm going to start and then please join in. Sorry, I forgot in the middle. Can we do that one more time? Thank you. So that is just something that we can do with ourselves or with children, just to kind of do a little bit of self-regulation. Okay.
Thank you, Subhuhi. For the next part of the segment, I request all of you to just sit back, straighten up your spine, like we say to our girls, to our kids in the centers. Kamar seedhi, spine straight. Or aankhein band. We will not be like those little kids जो छोटी सी आंखें खोल के खिड़की के बाहर देख रहे हैं कि बारिश हो रही है या नहीं. हम आंखें बंद रखेंगे. We will close our eyes. And I have two of my fantastic colleagues, Tarun, who's a child psychologist, and Vipul Khalra, who's a theatre artist and works with our girls day in and day out on a lot of theatre. And they will take us through a small conversation between a social worker and a child. And we will just listen to it. We will not see it, we will listen to it. For our deaf colleagues, please open your eyes. For everyone else, please close your eyes to see this, to feel this.
So, to give a little context, there's always one voice we tell to other people around us, right? The voice that others can listen to. And there's another voice that keeps going in our heads, our inner voices. So, have you ever thought how that inner voices affect our behaviors, emotion, and how it plays out with kids? So, this interaction between me and Vipul being a 14-year-old child, Chintu, who's become very close to this social worker, Govind, and there's this interaction between them, and let's see how that inner voice and their interaction plays out.
गोविंद भैया आपको याद है ना 2 दिन बाद मेरा एनुअल डे है और इस बार मैं बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म करने वाला हूँ.
कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन चिंटू, मुझे तो पता ही था तुम इतनी मेहनत करोगे तो सेलेक्ट तो हो ही जाओगे.
लेकिन भैया इस बार टाइम से आ जाना. आप हर बार बोलते हो टाइम से आऊंगा लेकिन आते नहीं हो.
सॉरी बेटा, इस बार तो नहीं आ पाऊंगा.
कहीं गोविंद भैया मुझसे नाराज तो नहीं हो गए? 2 दिन पहले जो मेरी सुरेश के साथ लड़ाई हुई थी उस वजह से. नहीं, अगर गोविंद भैया गांव चले गए और गांव से नहीं आए तो गोविंद भैया ही तो हैं जो मुझे हमेशा समझाते हैं, हमेशा अपना समझते हैं कि चिंटू तूने खाना खाया, चिंटू तूने पढ़ाई करी. अगर गोविंद भैया नहीं आए तो नहीं. गोविंद भैया आप पक्का से 15 दिन के बाद आ जाओगे ना?
हाँ, चिंटू इतना परेशान क्यों है?
आप प्रॉमिस करो पहले, आप 15 दिन बाद आ जाओगे. मुझे बहुत डर लग रहा है भैया.
मुझे अच्छा तो लग रहा है कि चिंटू मुझे इतना मानता है, लेकिन फिक्र भी होती है मेरे जाने के बाद कोई और उसका ध्यान नहीं रख पाया तो उसने दोस्त भी इतने नहीं बनाए हैं। और अगर फिर से वो नशे करने लग गया तो अभी तो स्कूल जाने लगा है। अपने बच्चों से ज़्यादा मैं यहाँ पे बच्चों के साथ समय बिताता हूँ। टेंशन रहेगी।
Thank you, Tarun and Vipul. With that, we open our eyes. हर चीज़ को चर्चा करके उसे ख़राब नहीं करेंगे. We'll sit with it. And as we sit with this, we will take out the second masterclass activity in the envelope. You will see stickers, some ants, some butterflies, and 2 silhouettes. एक स्टिकर है जो कीड़े मकोड़े का है. One sticker sheet that's of ants. The other which is of butterflies or flowers or. We were very deliberate. We can move on to the next slide, the ants, the chaos in the brain. We will take 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I'll read out some statements. You can pick up that sticker sheet that's of ants. And we have made sure that the ants are not very scary looking. But they are ants. They will symbolize the chaos, the confusion in the child's brain. तो धीरे धीरे उन चींटियों को अगर आप इस कमरे में बैठे हो तो एक्टिविटी करनी है. कोई फ्री नहीं बैठेगा, इधर उधर देखेगा नहीं, है ना. चींटियाँ निकाल. दूसरी शीट पे और बटरफ्लाइज पे अभी बाद में आएंगे. अभी हम कयोटिक ब्रेन के अंदर घुस के थोड़ा सा देखते हैं. चींटियों को एक एक करके ब्रेन में लगाना शुरू करिए. स्टार्ट अनपीलिंग द एंट्स फ्रॉम द स्टिकर शीट. My colleagues Tarun and Subhuhi and Charul and Malika are in the room. Bhavna is in the room. They will support you with the activity. You can pick any silhouette, boy or girl. That's fine. अभी बटरफ्लाइज वाले को बिल्कुल नहीं छूना है, सिर्फ एंट्स. There's a reason we have not made the insects and the bugs very dangerous looking. And just sit and stare at that sheet. Sit with it. Let's just sit and keep staring at the child's brain. कीड़े मकोड़े. और थोड़ा एहसास करके देखिए, जब एक स्पाइडर, एक क्रीपी क्रॉली, एक कीड़ा गर्दन पे चलता है, क्या फील होता है? दिमाग में चल रहा है. A little insect that crawls on the back of our shoulder or the small of our neck, and we go all cringy. Imagine they're constantly happening in an abused child's brain. Keep staring at the sheet for 10 more seconds. I'll read out some statements. Keep staring at the sheet. These bugs or these insects or these spiders represent the scattered, overwhelming activity in the child's brain during conditions or situations of stress or trauma, made worse by amygdala's heightened state of hyperactivity. आपके दिमाग में, बच्चे के दिमाग में, मेरे आपके दिमाग में एक छोटा सा, एक जो हम सुबह बात कर रहे थे, almond shaped और almond size के जितना ही, there's a little organ in the brain which is called the amygdala, which is also called the alarm system of the brain, the alarm system of the brain. Every time there is perceived danger, it just goes into an hyperactive, it's ringing. Imagine a child sitting in an English or a maths or a science class, and the amygdala, और रात को घर पे माँ और बाप लड़ेंगे, वो बर्तन गिरेंगे, और फादर मदर को चिल्लाएंगे, मारेंगे, they'll beat her up. There'll be domestic violence at the home in the night, and the amygdala in the child's brain has gone dun 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 dun, and the child with that dun 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 has reached the classroom, and there is a maths lecture going on. And the teacher is like, "Arey, you can't do a simple BODMAS sum." Because BODMAS requires the prefrontal cortex, the newest part of our brain, to get active. We spoke in the morning. Physical safety was not there. Am I safe? Am I safe? Am I safe? Am I safe? No. Am I loved? Am I loved? Am I loved? No. What can I learn today? It will never reach that. It's chronology, right? These ants reflect confusion, dysregulation, and difficulty processing emotions. Example, the unprocessed grief in a shelter home for a child after being removed from an abusive family environment. Without safe spaces or trusted adults to help process this child's feelings, the child acts out aggressively or isolated, mirroring internal chaos and dysregulation. हमारे कुछ पुराने सबसे सीनियर सोशल वर्कर्स कमरे में मौजूद हैं. एक बच्ची डिफरेंट नाम लेते हैं, लेट्स कॉल हर ए. उसकी मदर एक दिन आती है हमारे सेंटर और कहती हैं कि ए जो है बहुत गुस्सा कर रही है ना. और हमारी टीम में उस समय एक साइकोलॉजिस्ट होते थे. And hence the reason why it's so important to have a social worker perspective to child psychology, and we say this with extreme humility and the fact that we don't know any better. The elite psychology, textbook psychology does not work on the ground. The frameworks, even the polyvagal framework, will not come as a ladder on the ground, in the courtroom, when you're trying to make this environment safe for the child who is about to give a testimony. Child-friendly courtrooms are not when you have a painted wall and some games or crossword there. We spoke about the connection, right? So this child, the mother comes and says that this child gets very angry. So the psychologist does an intervention, assessment, and say this child has anger issues, needs probably more severe MHPSS. For people who are in this psychology, child psychology space, aap samajhte ho, there's an MHPSS pyramid, mental health and psychosocial services pyramid. So the core basic of that pyramid is you need to have basic roti, kapda, shelter, makan, basics taken care of. If your basics, your routine, your physical access, infrastructure, government services, basic dignity is not taken care of, the most basic MHPSS needs, the child will crumble and go into the red. सुबह हम जो बात कर रहे थे dorsal vagal की, the shutdown response will happen right at this level because वो 4 दिन से सोया नहीं है, 3 दिन से खाना नहीं मिला है ना? So the basics of roti, kapda, makan are not taken care of. MHPSS में the basics are the basics. If they are taken care of, then we move on to the next set of caregiving in a community, in a setup or whatever in a child's life, which comprises community mental health workers. It could be an Anganwadi worker, it could be a teacher, it could be a caregiver, the family, so on and so forth. They take care of the most immediate needs. And then there's quite a big chunk of the pyramid. और जो बच्चा इसको भी access नहीं कर पाता है, and then there is specialized needs of mental illnesses. आप जानते हो mental illnesses in children will comprise barely 6% of the needs. 94% बच्चास, 94% children, अगर उनका ये basic roti, kapda, makan, infrastructure support, caregivers, Anganwadi, parental, teacher, if this basic support is taken care of, 94% children in our country do not need access to mental health services. But because these are not taken care of, and of course schizophrenia, bipolar, and so many other more pieces then escalate and go deeper, and then it could also be genetic and other things, it's only the 6% who needs specialized institutions like a Nimhans or a Samvad or a XYZ. But more than 90% of the country's mental health resources are going in that 4%, 6% piece of the pyramid. If you look at Mission Vatsalya, look at the resources and question the budget allocations for child protection this year, or from year on year, it's been dwindling abysmally low year on year on year. What the system is also doing is clubbing some schemes here and there, so you can never also really say that last year or year before last, you can't really make a sense of where the money has gone. These are the questions as civil society, as lawyers, as psychologists, as teachers sitting in the room, we need to ask. These are not just kide makode on a brain. This has way larger, deeper meanings. So going back to that child A, so the psychologist says, these are anger management issues, anger issues. And when our social workers do an investigation, we figure out all that had happened in this child's life was after the father's death, desi daru पीने की वजह से, poisonous alcohol पीने की वजह से, the father had died. Very doting, loving, happy father who used to really value his daughter. He was out of the picture now, and the mother, she had started having an affair, and we will go beyond the right and wrongs of all of this. We will go into what it meant for the child and child alone, right? And the child who had not yet processed the grief of the father's death starts looking at the mother as the villain in the story. She may just be having another needs, or emotional, physical, just human needs met, sexual needs being met. But for a child, it was dhokha. It was betrayal and abandonment by the mother as well after the father's death. That's what the ants do, right? So वो बच्चा जब क्लास में आता है, तो वो गुस्सा होता है, दूसरों पे चीज़ें मारता है. We could have said, hey, this child is a problem child. Anger management issues, huh? But when you go deeper, you realize every behavior is a story that will break your heart. Other example of how the ants in the brain, when do they come up? Kids with angry parents. Kids who have parents who are always giving emotions of anxiety, guilt, and shame to the child. The guilt and the shame and the child and the anxiety will all show up as these ants in the child's brain. School में जब school से transition होता है, from school A to school B, we may say, hey, the child is going to a better school. No, the dysregulation has started because the safety of the environment, my peers, my friends, it's all a new space that I'll be going into. Exposure of domestic violence we spoke about. Parental neglect during divorce cases. The child feels unseen, unheard as parents focus only on their conflicts. And the inner chaos is mirrored as social instability. और ये वो बच्चे हैं जब आप livelihoods और skilling का training करते हैं, they never stay in the same job, which is a huge issue in our country right now, job retention. For this cadre of people, everyone will not end up being a rider or a partner for Swiggy's and Zomatos and Blinkits and Zeptos of the world. These children need these young people need so much more. That is the chaos in the brain. The ants symbolize the chaos in a child's brain. They represent the scattered, overwhelming activity during stress or trauma driven by the amygdala's heightened hyperactive state. This reflects confusion, dysregulation, difficulty processing emotions, making self-regulation challenging. तो जब चिंटू का social worker गांव जाता है, हम में से कितने लोग जानते हैं कि social workers के जो बच्चे होते हैं, they grow up with a feeling of biggest abandonment, biggest, we never even, we say, oh, it's a social worker. No, the head of an institution too, because you're constantly with the best of your intent thinking about millions and thousands of children that you're taking care of. But you're never present there for your own child. Let's not forget this, because all of this leads to vicarious trauma, compassion fatigue, and burnout in the life of the caregiver. And as Mr. Khalap, our board chair, often says, who is caring for the caregiver? With that, we say, okay, that's the chaos in the child's brain. let's look at let's look at what happens when there is ventral vagal being activated. So we'll pick the second sheet, the second silhouette, and start pasting the butterflies, the flowers, the stars, whatever you may have. And let's look at what connection does for a child. And of course, you can all take all of your chaotic and happy connected brains back. As you paste these butterflies, know that the butterflies symbolize connection in a child's brain. You know, there's a reason why we have put up all these butterflies, and this is tactile. You will forget everything that was said in this conference. You will never forget what a connected brain and a chaotic brain looks like from here on. Think of every child in your classroom, in your home. When they're agitated, they have creepy crawlies in their brain. Parentified children, children who have to take care of their parents because their parents are not regulated. These children end up being parentified, like fossilized parentified. वो parent बनना पड़ जाता है 10 साल की उम्र में. That's the ants. And then some teacher comes along and says, hey, I see you. Some lawyer comes along in a courtroom to say, I'm here as a POXO support person. And I'll make sure that, so if you have the understanding of the polyvagal and the butterflies and ants now, you will be the judge who says, or the lawyer or the teacher or the social worker or the educator or the CCI person who will say, let me try and regulate this child first, with the tools at my disposal. All right, so the butterflies symbolize harmony and calm when a child feels safe and supported. This state activates the ventral vagal or the prefrontal cortex, fostering emotional regulation, creativity, meaningful relationships, enabling growth and learning. One thing that helps the calm in the brain is arts, theater. Arts सिर्फ drawing बनाना नहीं होता है, वो भी होता है. But it's theater, it's kala, it's photography, it's filmmaking, it's clay therapy. तोड़ के वही चीज़ दोबारा बनाना. Clay is so forgiving as a material. Mandala, माला ने सुबह Zentangle की बात करी. Art is not just, like I said, drawing. It's mandalas. It's Zentangle. Just go Google. We don't have to go into details right now. Zentangle art works in a certain way for the brain, specifically to regulate the brain of a child who has gone through massive distress, irrespective of the situation they may have been. This connection, the butterflies that you're putting, is when the hippocampus learns to trust the environment again and says, I'm worthy of love. And I'm safe. Thank you.